I'm gonna put this thing in slow-mo forever. Good thing I can now hang this clip on my wall.
Pour certains, c'est sûrement l'un des meilleurs skateurs de tous les temps. Chris Joslin. Son niveau est tel que sans même avoir gagné un seul titre majeur de sa vie, le skater de 27 ans à peine a déjà marqué l'histoire de son sport.
He's like one of the all-time greats.
Le rider californien est aujourd'hui connu pour son style unique qui allie une technique et un engagement sans précédent. Un skate reconnaissable au premier coup d'œil et qui s'est en partie construit à travers un parcours de vie semé d'embûches. À Lyon, sur le spot de la Small Place, on retrouve le Team Etnies pour sa tournée estivale. Et le gros nom de cette sortie, c'est lui.
My name is Chris Joslin and I'm 26 years old from Hawaiian Gardens, California. Growing up in Hawaiian Gardens, it was a pretty small town. It's about like 1 mile square. There was a lot of like gang activity growing up and stuff like that. They had rivals in other cities away. And when I was young, I think things were still pretty active.
Il trouve alors dans le skate un moyen d'échapper à cette violence.
When I first started skating, I was about 4 years old, 3 or 4. I just found a skateboard in my backyard. I started messing around on it, and before I knew it, my grandma was taking me to the skate parks, and yeah, it just became our thing.
My cousin and I have known him since he was a little kid, maybe like 9 years old. He was doing what he does now, you know, like big spinning off the quarter pipe every try and stuff like this. We're just like, holy shit, man, this kid's crazy.
Outside of skateboarding, I was fairly decent. I mean, I just went to school, did what I had to do to be able to go and skate after, because my grandma was always like pretty strict on that. If I didn't go to school and I wasn't doing good in school, then like I wouldn't be able to go skate.
Chris grandit avec ses grands-parents au cœur d'une situation familiale complexe.
My mom, she just gotten sober from drugs and alcohol. Just like right after I was born, and my dad was never in the picture. He died when I was about 7 years old, and I never met him, so no relationship there. They told me that he had been shot by the police doing something illegal that he shouldn't have been doing, I'm sure. For me, it was kind of like weird because it's like if someone told you a stranger died, you know, like I never knew him, so it didn't really like hit me the way it would hit most people. I've learned to deal with it over the years, but I definitely think there's things like internal that I haven't really even figured out or dealt with from it. Skateboarding always kind of helped me just keep my mind off everything and like not focus on all the bad things in life, but just focus on all the good feelings of rolling away from tricks and stuff.
Chris Joslin, c'est un des gars qui m'a fait aimer le skate, c'est tellement une légende, c'est complètement fou de les voir ici.
C'est un peu un rêve de le voir, vraiment il fait des tricks abusés et d'une facilité déconcertante. C'est un peu le roi des gaps.
Cette réputation, Chris la tient depuis longtemps. À 12 ans et à seulement quelques kilomètres de chez lui, le rookie se mesure déjà à un spot imposant par sa taille et son histoire, Hollywood High, en commençant par les 16 marches.
Oh, my friend Donald at the time said that I wasn't gonna do it, so in the air I just said, "What's up, Donald?" Just kind of being a smart little kid.
Et sur cette même session, Chris valide également un énorme hard flip sur le set de 12 marches de l'autre côté.
I didn't really know what that meant at the time, but all my friends were like tripping on it. They were like, "What? That's so cool, it's sick." And I was just like, "All right, I guess it's sick."
Quelques années plus tard, alors qu'il n'a que 16 ans, Chris bouscule la planète skate avec sa part uncut pour Bones Wheels, qu'il conclut notamment avec une énorme première sur le spot des 4 blocs de Rincon Middle School.
I remember going there one night and I tried fakie frontside half cab flip and I broke my board and I didn't bring any extras. And then we didn't go back for a little while, and when we went back, I didn't really have fakie frontside flips that well anymore. So I had back 360 kickflips a little bit better. This trick hasn't been done. It'd probably be better if I could do this, so I'm gonna go for this.
Will it be dragging me around?
And I brought 6 boards, went through 2 of them and landed it on the 3rd board on the 16th try.
That I think is like the first trick that everyone was like really grabbed like the world's attention. That's fucking crazy. Like I don't think anybody's done a back 3 kickflip that big to this day. Pretty sure, no.
C'est hallucinant, vraiment. Là, genre, il avait 16 ans. Genre, quand j'ai vu le clip, je me suis dit, bah, c'est un gars de 23, 24 piges. Quand j'ai su qu'il avait 16 ans, je suis resté genre bouche bée, quoi.
Progressivement, le Californien acquiert le statut de skate rat. Dans le jargon, le terme désigne un acharné qui dort, mange et respire skateboard.
I would say I'm a skate rat for sure. I just, you know, it's kind of all I think about all the time. Unless I'm like doing something with my family or like going to the beach or doing things like that, then otherwise I'm pretty much always thinking about skateboarding.
Peu importe les conditions, Chris est dehors. Il skate dans le seul but de vivre de sa passion et de décrocher un jour des sponsors. Aujourd'hui, Chris est suivi par plusieurs marques majeures de l'industrie qu'il représente notamment lors de ses déplacements.
Poor Victor.
Poor Victor?
It's just P-O-U.
I did it the English way. They're stoked we're here, really good people. A little bit of a language barrier, but skateboarding is its own language, so it works out.
You are one of my favorite skateboarders of all time. You're part in the Plan B True and Ethnies album now. Thank you very much for skateboarding.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
En 2014, Chris fait l'ouverture d'une part iconique. La Plan B True, un tremplin pour sa carrière.
That's like one of the all-time great video parts, surely.
Sur plus de 6 minutes, on voit Chris enchaîner des tricks ultra techniques sur des spots toujours plus engagés.
Back big spin over the trash can at Macba is not like a trick you do down long things, you know? And it's unimaginably long.
Il a vraiment un mental en acier pour pouvoir sauter avec autant de détermination. Il a envie de mettre son trick à tous les coups. À chaque fois qu'il essaye quelque chose, il essaye pour le mettre.
Macba took 4 tries and Davis Gap took 12 tries. So Macba was just a better day, you know?
En last trick, Chris termine donc avec un nouveau banger, un tray flip sur le spot de Davis Gap.
Davis Gap, après le flip de Reynolds, tout le monde croyait qu'il n'y avait pas moyen de faire autre chose. Jusqu'à ce que Chris vienne et nous prouve le contraire. Les gens ils passeraient à côté, ils verraient même pas ça comme un spot, quoi. C'était hallucinant.
The stuff he's doing, you have to be a certain level of skill because you can't try some of this stuff that many times. You got like 10, 20 tries max.
Aujourd'hui, la part Plan B True, sortie en 2014, est considérée par certains comme l'une des meilleures vidéos de skate de l'histoire.
For me, it seemed like that opened up a lot of doors. I started working with an agent and he worked with a few sponsors, a few different companies, and I got the wild card into Street League and it seemed like a whole lot of things started happening around that time.
À cette période, Chris enchaîne les vidéos avec des tricks et des gaps tous plus gros les uns que les autres. un style marqué par une amplitude hors du commun.
C'est un sender, il envoie. C'est pour ça que la majorité des trucs qu'il fait, ça prend même pas 5 essais parce qu'il a confiance en lui-même, il a confiance dans son skate, il a un mental vraiment très très fort.
Des gaps qui font parfois l'équivalent de plusieurs étages, mais qui n'effraient visiblement pas le Californien malgré l'usure que peuvent avoir ce genre de tricks sur son corps.
It like hurts really bad right in here. Well, I've always noticed that it hurts less when you land on the board. It hurts a lot more when you kick out. The ground is less forgiving than the skateboard.
Jusqu'à un spot mythique du skateboard et de la culture ride, El Toro. Un set de 20 marches et un tréflip qui lui a donné du fil à retordre.
Quand tu vois le clip, il plaque parfait, on dirait vraiment genre il va rouler droit. Et vu que son truck il casse, la board elle part un peu sur le côté et ça le fait tomber de sa planche quoi.
S'installe alors un débat pour savoir si oui ou non le trick s'est considéré comme replaqué.
I think he landed it. I think he thinks he landed it too, because otherwise he would have gone back and done it.
I think after Be True, a lot of people just thought they're like, oh, he just skates big gaps. And I've always liked to skate everything, you know, rails, ledges, you know, just progress in all areas, because after all, learning new tricks is like a huge part of skateboarding.
Chris can do everything. It's hard, like obviously everybody knows him as a jumper. That's the thing that he's made his name on and everybody knows him for, but he is really great at everything.
Son passage dans la récente part Code de Plan B est notamment une démonstration de toute sa palette.
Like if you know how to do a switch heel, and you know how to do a switch crook and switch back lip, you can kind of just put the switch heel into a crook or put the switch heel into a back lip. I think a lot of it is just kind of thinking and putting the two tricks together.
Et c'est cette combinaison de technique et d'engagement qui fait de lui un candidat redoutable en compétition.
Look at how big that gap is. 16 feet. Look at that.
Keep up with like what other people are doing and try to like get your tricks to be better than their tricks so that way you get a better score.
Si le Californien ne compte toujours pas de gros titres à son palmarès, ses résultats sont réguliers et ses podiums ne sont pas rares. Mais ce qui le caractérise le plus, c'est le nombre de 9 que lui ont attribué les juges en compète. C'est l'un des skateurs à être le plus rentré dans le fameux Nine Club.
So when it comes to contests, those things come into play and makes it feel a little bit like work, but at the end of the day, it's skateboarding, you know? What else would you rather be doing?
Avant d'en arriver là, Chris connaît des périodes sombres d'addiction à la drogue et à l'alcool.
When I first started coming on trips, it was just like so much freedom to kind of just do whatever you want, and like, you know, everyone's drinking, having a good time, and I've always liked to drink too, but you gotta know when to stop, and I think some people, myself at least, just didn't know when to stop sometimes. So I had to kind of take a step back and had some people talking to me and tell me that I was just kind of going a little too far, and thankfully I was able to listen to them and chill out on the alcohol.
But I understand, you know, he's probably dealing with a lot. He grew up really fast, and he processed through it in a good way, though.
Looking back, I don't think I would have done anything different because you got to grow through what you go through. You got to make the mistakes to learn from them, you know?
Aujourd'hui, Chris Joscelyn est en paix avec lui-même. Une sagesse qu'il a notamment acquis en devenant père de famille en 2016.
I've got two amazing kids. My daughter's 6 now, my son's 2, and they're awesome, man. I mean, they're just full of life and they keep me going.
I hear him on the phone every day with his wife and with his kids, and I couldn't imagine him being anything but a great dad.
My daughter really likes the scooter because she likes the handlebars, I don't know why. And then my son, he's been starting to sit on the skateboard and push around a little bit, so he's getting into it a little bit more now, but I don't know, it's up to them really. We'll see what they want to do.
Cette figure de père ou de grand frère, le Californien la partage aussi avec les autres skateurs, en conseillant et en ridant par exemple avec les plus jeunes.
En tant que personne, le gars, c'est une crème, quoi. Genre, c'est pas du tout une rockstar dans sa tête, quoi. Genre, il te met à l'aise direct et tout. Enfin, il est grave cool. Moi, j'adore ce gars-là.
I like to try and skate with people who also really love to skate and have a good time and learn new tricks. And Nassim and Christian and Aurelian, they're all like really young and fiery, and we feed off each other and help each other learn new tricks and, you know, stoke each other out.
Dorénavant, Chris est un skateur posé et accompli qui, à seulement 27 ans, n'a pas encore fini de faire parler de lui.
I'm so young and feel so good these days that like I just kind of want to capitalize on that and maximize my potential while I can. Just try to stay healthy, you know, stay sober, skate as much as possible and keep my family happy and keep my sponsors happy.
Il a déjà eu un gros impact sur le skate, sur l'histoire en général. Je pense qu'il y en a encore, il y a encore pas mal à venir.
He clawed it and scratched his way from nothing to more than something.
Une chose est sûre, Chris est un vrai skate rat, un rider qui a vu dans le skate quelque chose de plus qu'un simple sport.
Skateboarding, to me, I feel like you learn a lot of life lessons through it. It really helps build confidence, helps you learn perseverance to like never give up, try and try again until you succeed. But it can also drive you crazy. So you gotta learn how to deal with those mental struggles as well. And it's just, I think skateboarding is awesome in all aspects.